Hello everyone, welcome to another sentence correction challenge. So those of you who saw the first challenge, you already know what to expect. Basically what we're going to do is one question, okay, quick, to the point. I'm going to put the question up on the screen for you, okay, and you guys can think about an answer. I'll give you a couple of minutes to do that. And when the time is up, I'll be back and I will go through the answers with you, okay? The idea here is that you guys will develop a repertoire of tricks, okay, and skills to analyze correction exercises, okay? And this correction has a lot of mythology behind it, okay? A lot of students freak out when they talk about it, but honestly, there's no reason to freak out. It's very logical. It's just a matter of acquiring this repertoire. So I'm here to help you to do precisely that. So let's go to the question. I will read it aloud, okay? And then I'll give you a couple minutes to think for yourself and try to find an answer, and then I'll be back and I'll give you the answer, okay? So the question is, the 32 species that make up the dolphin family are closely related to whales and in fact include the animal known as the killer whale, which can grow to be 30 feet long and is famous for its aggressive hunting pods. So 2 minutes, go for it, and I'll be back in just a bit. All right, so let's see what we can do here, okay? So what we want to develop in sentence correction is a way to eliminate as many bad alternatives as we can and as fast as we can, okay? One of the best ways to do that is by looking at the verbs, okay? And that's the case here. So the 32 species that make up the dolphin family are closely, that's plural, related to whales and in fact include, okay, that's another verb in the plural, okay, this is parallel. So that looks pretty good. The animal known as the killer whale, which can grow to be 30 feet long and is famous for its aggressive hunting parts. Okay, but look just at the main clause. Okay, the subject is 32 species, so this verb includes, is parallel to are. We can eliminate both D and E because they're both in the singular. Okay, and now we're stuck with A, B, and C. Okay, letter A has a modifier with which, okay, the reference, when you, every time you use which, the tendency is that it will refer to the term that comes before the comma. Okay, so the reference here is good, killer whale, which can grow to be 30 feet long and is. Okay, so this verb is parallel to this. Okay, letter A is pretty good. If we look at B and C, let's start with B. Okay, include the animal known as the killer whale. Okay, growing as big as 30 feet long. Okay, now a modifier. Okay, with the ing. Okay, the verb is in the gerund. Okay, the reference here is no longer very clear. Okay, it's not clear whether it's 32 species or whether it's killer whale. Okay. Also, as big as 30 feet long is an awkward construction. It would be better to say to growing as long as 30 feet, for example. Okay. Letter C says include the animal known as the killer whale, growing up to 30 feet. So this is a bad expression right there. Up to 30 feet, it means that it might not really grow up to 30 feet. Okay, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's not quite good, and then being is not the type of modifier that GMAT likes very much. Sentences that start with being, for example, are not necessarily wrong, okay, but GMAT's not very fond of them, so they're usually going to be right when it's the subject of the sentence. So, for example, if you have a sentence such as, being a father is a wonderful thing, okay, being a father is the subject there. So, in that sense, it would work. But here, okay, being parallel to growing, it's a bit awkward, okay? So, letter A is pretty idiomatic. The verbs are all parallel, okay? The verbs all agree with its respective subjects. So, letter A is our answer, okay? So, guys, I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, okay, don't hesitate to contact us at MBAprep@mbaprep.com.br. Cheers, and I hope to see you soon.